Halo, assalamualaikum. I am Anjar Setiawan. I am here to a presentation about history of the psycholinguistics. In this video, I want to share about three theories about history of psycholinguistics. Okay, the first language is intricately related to our civilization and way of life. It is an essential component of every culture and contributes to our individuality. For this reason, it's critical to study and comprehend psycholinguistic extensive and complex history and theories like ones calls Lordats, Brocas, and Wanicus, as well as their and other significant discovery in the field of psycholinguistics have paved the way for exceptionally sophisticated understanding on the subject. The first theorist is Wilhelm Wundt, the father of experimental psychology, founded the first experimental psychoanalytics laboratory in Leipzig, Germany, in 1879. According to one there is a distinct field of research dedicated to relationship between the mind and the body. Some promising scientific approaches in German psychology could now be used to problem that had hitherto been outside the realm of experimental research. One restricted scientific psychology to only those interior phenomena that could be explored objectively and experimentally. One, one studied the mind with the help of language. He wrote extensively on language acquisition, understanding prediction, sign language, and reading, all of which are still relevant concerns today. The second theorist is Laurdat, was a French doctor and anatomy and so, psychology professor at the Université Montpellier. He reported being unable to speak after suffering a stroke at the age of 72. He dubbed his disorder lalalia or language forgetfulness. This was also one of the first self-report of aphasia as it is now known. Because he was a doctor, he was most likely able to describe what he was going through in great detail. During this time, uh, Lordet developed a 10-act theory that leads from idea to sound emission idea. According to Lordet, is a malfunction of the material transition of ideas into sound, characterized by impaired recall of previously stored sounds and a failure of the syntactic arrangement of sound. The third theorist is Carl, was well known Arab psychiatrist who specialized in all mental diseases caused by psychological abnormalities in the brain. He made significant contribution to brain architecture and diseases. But one of his most important discoveries was that anomalies in the cerebral cortex could be identified to specific region and thus used to determine the function of those regions. Wernicke was one of the first to think of brain function as being based on neural pathways connecting different parts of brain, each contributing a very simple sensory-motor activity. Most scientists to thought of the brain as if it were a single organ at the time. Okay, thank you very much. This is three theories about history of the psycholinguistic. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum.